Good evening, Mr. Mayor, council staff, and counselors. This week on Wednesday, the longest night of the year, communities around the country will remember those who died while living without a home. Poverty shouldn't be a death sentence, but people who experience houselessness die nearly 30 years earlier than the average American, and at the average age that Americans died in 1900. Every year, 13,000 people die in our country while houseless. Meanwhile, at your December 8th work session, you concluded that preventing folks living outdoors access to universal life-sustaining activities was reasonable because of the risks involved. Every year, people die in Corvallis while experiencing houselessness. Exposure to the elements, lack of safety and stability, lack of access to supports, and lack of shelter all contribute to these deaths. And our collective inability to do better contributes too. Your decision that certain financial risks are worth paying attention to underscores another decision, that certain lives are not worth saving. Here are the names of the dead from our community that we honor this week, and ask our government to bear witness too. If the risk of a lawsuit is really enough to prevent us from the burden of care, then we are all more culpable in these deaths than we care to admit. Edgar Smith, Leroy Alexander, Sierra McDaniel, Jeffrey Pierce, Kim Watson, Mary Mershon, Wendolyn Stevens, Robert Halfacre, Stephanie Bishop, Barbara Anderson, Douglas Bowen, Raymond White, Marcus DeBrawl, Kimberly Ann Casto, Joseph Gomez, Timothy Anderson, Alan Ray, Kim Watson, James Donat, Fred Atchley, Robert Zenda, Gina Vargas, Stephen Johnson, Terry Pacheco, Jason Gilliam, Scott Knudsen, Mike Armstrong, Richard Mills, Stacy Shepard, Jeffrey Palmer, Samuel Salinas, Terry Davis, Rosie Childers, Danny Davenport, Greg Lackey, Kelly Cleland, Sandra Reeves, Stephanie, Denise Becker, Jackie Paul, Mike Ryan, Bruce Van House, Kenneth DeHutt, John Green, Darren Gray, Robert Zenda, Jason Gillen, John Nelson, Michael Epstein, Raymond White, William O'Neill, Daniel Partridge, Marcio Arillo, Caitlin Guile, Kelly Dalton, Robert Tooker. I hope you will consider us as we vigil for these and names not collected on Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. at the skate park. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you. Questions for Reverend Butler?